Brothers and sisters of the blood, children, followers, friends, let me put forth but one simple question. Who are we? We are the Sunfury Elite, an all-Sundering group grown out of a few idealistic individuals 2 years after the fall of Kael'thas. We harbor both his former followers and enemies. To start with, it is the mind frame, a way of thinking we have in common with the historical Sunfury, the adventurous spirit and undying ambition that led them out of Azeroth to a whole new world with their prince, stopping at nothing to increase their powers. However, like most pioneers, they fell into unknown dangers, traps, fatal setbacks. That is where we differ. We don't just look forward, but to all directions, seeking potential threats and learning from the mistakes of those who walked before us. We are the elite, better than them. We will not fail. Some would call us villains. But good siblings, let me ask you this. Is there a foundation to such labels? Would you call the lynx evil for luring the deer into an ambush to kill it from behind so he can feed and live on? Hard times breed new morals, and even they are subject to points of view. These new times require adaptation. Therefore, we conduct a two-faced approach on our 2 planets. On Azeroth, where our name and methods could invoke hatred, contempt, defamation, and persecution from the self-righteous fools of today, we hide. We operate from the shadows. We deceive. We manipulate. Ambush. Spy. Bargain. We sow terror. And we make temporary alliances that border on treason. We play our foes against each other, as though they were little more than our own pets. On the Outland, we have no states and no authorities hunting us down. Instead, we have a wild, open, resource-rich world ripe for the harvest. Most of the scryers have left for home, mission accomplished. But those who remained can be reasoned with. We are no longer enemies, after all, which brings us to our next point. Corruption. It is widely known that the demonic creatures of the Nether, and more recently Draenor, provide extensive sources of power and energy. However, when we step over the line between hunting them for fell and starting to negotiate, we risk falling into a twofold trap. First, as we have experienced, the Burning Legion has no respect whatsoever for treaties, agreements, pacts, or alliances. No matter their transparent promises, in the final hour, all they want to see is the other party marching in their army, or lying dead in its flaming wake. Second, doing so would draw the renewed enmity of factions we wouldn't want as foes. Not now, not yet, not all at the same time. Our bases of operation vary according to the same pattern. On Azeroth, we hold our conclaves in the somber ruins of Silvermoon, in abandoned sanctums and ley lines, in ancient, faraway caves. Here on Draenor, we have reclaimed this magnificent stronghold in the vicinity of the deactivated Manaforge and a devastated Kirin Tor village. Look around. Both of them are spectacular and eye-pleasing sights. Here, I have gathered the scattered remnants of the beaten army of Kael'thas. Here, I have given them a new purpose. While our engineers are looking for a safe way to reactivate the Manaforge core, providing us with a steady supply of concentrated arcane, we're pressing on Azeroth to find sources far rarer and even more powerful. Ancient ruins of hiding scrolls, of long-forgotten lore. Magical creatures foolish enough to roam our plane exposed and vulnerable. Rogue scourge cultists or alliance scholars on the move. Well, we merely need to walk with our eyes open, scrying for opportunity, and bask in the spoils of victory together. Finally, what about the ant swarms and beehives of the mass races? My friends, the Horde, while having undoubtedly great heroes in its ranks, is ultimately but a tool in the times of our race's great needs. They provide the numbers when we cannot. They provide brute force when we cannot. They provide distraction and shed their blood, for ours is too valuable. Give all the respect to their faces. But don't ever forget their places. The Alliance, on the other hand, with the humanimals at its helm, is nothing less and nothing more than a nest of traitorous scum, an inferior vermin leeching on our magic, on our culture, our splendor, and our blood for all those millennia. The time has come to root them from existence, and we have all the tools and all the fools at our disposal. Mark my words, brothers and sisters. When our work is done, not even the stones will remember their names. Who will succeed if we will not? Lor'themar? The Sun Reavers? The Quel'Dorei, allowed back like beaten bastard children crawling at the light-tainted sunwell? Weak, servile, pitiful. No, no, no. It is our way that will lead the Sundering to a glory lasting over 1,000 years, placing us where we belong. The throne